Hello and welcome to another edition of the Rentellect blog video companion series. Today's demo will feature the desired date by location chart. Let's run the chart and then I'll explain its layout. We'll choose our demo property and I'll just use a date range that is the entire year of 2013. It's important to know that all data that you're seeing in charts such as this one is derived from inquiry emails that Rentellect will automatically download and auto-import into your account. We support VRBO, HomeAway, FlipKey, VacationRentals.com. So if any of your inquiries are coming through those channels, we can automatically download those, crunch the data, and warehouse it so that we can produce analytics for you. The date range that I used refers to the guest's desired arrival date. So any inquiries that have arrived where the guests are seeking a stay at your property that falls within that desired date range will be included in the chart. There's quite a bit of information going on here, so let me explain each piece. The left vertical axis will show the inquiry count for every one of the states that are involved. The right vertical axis will be rendering the cumulative percentage of the total number of inquiries. And again, I'll go through these again in a moment. The horizontal axis shows each state from which at least one inquiry was originated during the desired date range. And you'll see that there are bars for every one of the states. So for instance, Tennessee sent 14. Over here we've got New York sending 50, etc., etc. The red spline that you see starting here and continuing up to 100% is rendering the cumulative percent of all of the inquiries. So for example, the state of Illinois sent 56 inquiries, and across the total number of inquiries that were brought in during the date range we specified, 10.71% were from Illinois. If you add that percentage to the percentage that was brought in from the next state, we bump up to 25 or 20.65, and 30 for the next, etc., etc. So this will eventually top out at 100 when all of the data is brought together. Some of you might recognize this chart as a Pareto chart, and this particular rendering is very good at identifying the cases where a very few number of contributing factors have the biggest impact on the total contribution. So for example, if we draw a line vertically at roughly the 60% mark, you can see that what have we got there? About 7 or 8 states out of the 45 that are represented have contributed 60%. So 20% of the states that are sending inquiries are accounting for 60% of the total. If we come up to approximately 80%, we've got about 30% of the states contributing 80% of the inquiries. So in addition to showing you just verbatim across the bottom here which states are sending you inquiries at all, we can render for you which ones are the heavy hitters, which ones are representing the most inquiry traffic for your property. Furthermore, this type of chart can help you understand whether or not certain location-based marketing efforts are providing results or not. So for example, let's imagine you own a ski condo and you've become aware that there are ski clubs in Florida, which in fact there are. Then you might want to advertise or market your property through those local channels. After you've been doing that for a while, then you can run a kind of an A/B test before and after. You can compare your results, let's say next year's results with this year's results, to find out if indeed Florida is changing behavior at all. And hopefully it will become, let's imagine Florida was down here just for grins. Hopefully it will move from this position to back up in this range where it becomes one of your major contributors. So if you know that there's something going on in Colorado, which is down here, and there's only 3 inquiries coming from there, and you're a ski condo, then you might have something wrong. And it's probably good for you to investigate ways to expose your property to the folks that are actually there. Maybe more last minute type of deals, maybe more, weekend incentives, those kinds of things. So again, this is just a quick walkthrough. There's more information on our blog about this. This particular chart is a direct result of some feedback we got from our Renelec community. Somebody asked for this and we decided to build it for them. We encourage you to contact us through our support links and let us know if you have ideas for analytics that you've been wanting or needing, and we'd be happy to build them for you. Well, that's enough for this particular episode. Thanks for listening, and we look forward to chatting with you in the future. Until then, happy renting.